to a historical moment, because after the pandemics, after 2 years of being waiting for this moment, we can start with the first face-to-face course that we're going to have in the year 2020.
So I've decided to play on words with certain expressions that we use in English, okay? And you'll also see that we've used different currencies, okay, for English-speaking countries. So you can have a guess about those as well. Dan, or perhaps we want to develop other ideas, all right? So what are we going to be creating? The chef hat, exactly. Okay. So what I've done, and with that we're going to be looking at different aspects that hopefully you can apply in the classrooms, and as well as that, hopefully will inspire you to look at further activities that we can do. So basically, just to start off a little bit, I mean, obviously the objective is fostering English culture. When I say English culture, I'm obviously basing it as well on English-speaking countries, and also certain influences. If everyone is familiar with the British food, which I'm going to base it on because I am Scottish, so obviously there's a lot of influences, and probably some of you are very familiar that English cuisine is a melting pot, essentially of different cultures and different influences. So I hope you're hungry.
These are really cute and very easy to make, and they're fun for kids to give to their friends and classmates instead of a traditional Valentine's card.
I don't know. Maybe I'm used to.
Yeah, and getting them to guess what it is, so it encourages them to think about it as well as cooking. So I mean, there's a million ways now that we can get our students to produce language. Great, definitely for me, using modals. It could be, it might be, yeah, also using passives, implementing passives. It's made of, yeah, okay, it was invented in. These are all ways as well that we can use language, yeah, so it's not just about vocabulary, they don't have to be technical connoisseurs of kitchen equipment, but definitely, yeah, they can use simple things like that. It's used for. Or perhaps encouraging them thinking of maybe tools or devices that they've seen that their grandparents use, or something that they have in their house that's used. You know, something like a rolling pin, for some people, okay, you have a rolling pin, but I know a lot of people who use wine bottles. You are going to have 45 minutes to produce an English tea. So some kind of little sandwiches, some scones, some cake, biscuits, yeah, that kind of thing. Okay, throughout this challenge, I said that I was going to be giving you points. Is waste resources and not wasting food.
Yeah.
Anyone that takes anything out of the pantry must at least have used some of it. That does not mean that we take all the eggs because we don't want the others to cook. Not cooking in any way. Okay?
La rosa
Ah,
igual a
okay,
la
so
tú.
it is useless. Your meaning is useless.
Vamos, ¿no?
Let's give it a try. If you show me the picture, I'll give it a try.
Venga, vamos a probar con la rosa.
Then I leave this for you.
For cheese, for that cheese. No, you need it.
I hope you all enjoyed it. I mean, like you said, I think any course here is to inspire you. And if you come out of the class and you feel inspired and you feel motivated to try something new, then my job is done. I really enjoyed having you. You're a great bunch of people. You've been really enthusiastic and you've really put your heart and soul into it, some more than others. However, I think, you've all endeavoured to make it as enjoyable as possible. I know it's been a really long day as well, and for us it's just an amazing opportunity to have you all here on a regular day. I appreciate that you're sacrificing a lot. You've got your work and everything else to do. So I hope you really enjoyed it. And it's been a pleasure to have you.